Until the early 1960s, paleoanthropology understood human evolution as a linear process leading from Australopithecus to Homo erectus and finally to modern humans. In 1964, a shocking announcement shook the field. Renowned paleoanthropologist Leakey and his team declared they had found a new human species. Its name was Homo habilis, Latin for handyman. However, this announcement faced immediate and fierce criticism. At the time, the academic consensus was that a brain size of at least 700 cubic centimeters was required to be classified as Homo yet. Habilis had a brain size of only around 600 cubic centimeters. People argued that it wasn't a human, but merely a big-headed Australopithecus. Was Homo habilis truly the first human, or just a clever ape? Today, we dig into the truth. The decisive reason Dr. Leakey called them Homo, despite the criticism, was their hands. According to research by Sussman and Stern in 1982, their thumbs had a structure capable of a precision grip, just like modern humans. This meant they were indeed the protagonists who created Oldowan tools. However, there was a twist. A closer look at their finger bones revealed they were curved like a chimpanzee's and had incredibly strong muscle attachments. What does this mean? It implies they used tools on the ground during the day, but escaped to the trees to sleep at night. While their feet were suited for walking, their hands still remembered the trees. This demonstrates that evolution didn't happen all at once, but rather piece by piece, like a mosaic. People imagined, if they used tools, they must have been fairly large, right? But in 1986, a fossil was discovered that shattered this illusion. OH62. Analysis by Donald Johansson's team showed that, despite being an adult, this individual stood only about 1 meter tall, smaller even than the 3-million-year-old ancestor Lucy, and possessed long, ape-like arms. Homo habilis was closer to a small being with long arms than the magnificent primitive man we had envisioned. Because of these shocking results, scholars like Wood and Collard argued strongly in 1999, with long arms, poor bipedalism, and ape-like growth rates, they should be demoted from Homo habilis to Australopithecus habilis. However, most scholars continue to use the name Homo habilis due to convention and the evolutionary symbolism of tool-making. The debate has largely settled on acknowledging them not as perfect humans, but as transitional beings, bridging the gap between Australopithecus and the genus Homo habilis wasn't alone on the African savanna at the time. A powerful rival, Paranthropus, lived alongside them. As the climate dried and food became scarce, the two species made different choices. Paranthropus chose specialization, evolving massive jaws and teeth to chew tough vegetation. In 2009, dental microwear analysis revealed that habilis chose to be a generalist, eating meat, nuts, and even leaves without discrimination. This flexibility to obtain energy from both forests and grasslands was the secret to why the big-jawed rival went extinct, while the brain-using habilis survived to become our ancestor. In 2015, when the type specimen OH7 was reanalyzed using the latest technology, the results were shocking. While the brain capacity was larger than expected, the jaw was extremely primitive. This study confirmed another important fact. Another human species called Homo rudolfensis, with distinct features, lived at the same time as habilis. Even a 2024 study that looked into the enamel-dentine junction of their teeth found the internal structure to be so primitive that it was hard to distinguish from Australopithecus. What does this imply? Homo habilis might not have been a single species. 2 million years ago, Africa was likely home to early humans of various sizes and appearances, each competing for survival in their own way. Homo habilis. They were not perfect humans. They were small, had long arms, and still missed the trees. But they opened a new path called tools and overcame a harsh environment with their flexibility. Perhaps the essence of humanity isn't a perfect body, but that very ability to adapt to change.